From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Ticats Today with Brayden Neville.
On today's episode, we hear from the newly signed Ticats fullback James Tuck as he discusses playing for his fifth career CFL team and coming off of his first Grey Cup win. And Nic Cross joins the show to discuss going through his first free agency following his rookie contract. It's Monday, February 19th, 2024, and you're listening to Ticats Today. Happy Family Day to everyone out there. I hope you're all enjoying this long weekend. It's been nice to have a little extra time to unwind a bit and spend some time with the fam. The Ticats announced last week that they've signed fullback James Tuck, a guy with a ton of CFL experience with close to 100 games played in the CFL, and not to mention coming off his first win of a Grey Cup with the Montreal Alouettes last season. And he joined me to discuss making his way to the Hammer and more. All right, joining me now is newly signed fullback James Tuck. James, why did you decide to pick Hamilton and make your way down here to play for the Ticats?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you'd pick a city and a team like Hamilton. And, you know, one of them for me and my family was being close to home. And that's, you know, the non-football side of it. But the football side of it is just, you know, I've been playing against Hamilton for 10 years and I know what that stadium is like to play in it and against them. And to be now on the home side of that, you know, that is something I was very much so in my mind when deciding to play for Hamilton. And then you got the coaching staff and, you know, the culture that Hamilton has. And I did, you know, to be a part of that and to bring my own element to that is something I'm truly looking forward to.
You're a veteran in this league. You have a lot of games played in this league. Do you feel that really helps you year to year to learn more and to be able to pass that on to younger players?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Over the last, 4 or 5 seasons, really taking strides on, offense as well as in special teams, and then being into, impart that knowledge to, younger players who are just getting their feet wet is something now in my later stages of my career that I take pride in. So that's something I enjoy doing and I look forward to continue to do.
I want to talk about your new head coach and offensive coordinator, Scott Milanovich. What have those conversations been like with him? And what do you know about him coming into this?
I mean, I've never had the pleasure of working with him in the past outside of the 1 year we were supposed to. I think it was in 2020 when the season got all ruined there. We were going to be in Edmonton together, but outside of that, I haven't had any experience with him, but I've heard nothing but great things from a number of people, especially my old coach I had in Edmonton, Coach Moss. He spoke very highly of him and had, nothing but good things to say about him. And we've only touched base once since signing, and he just expressed how excited he was to get this year kicked off and to have me aboard. And I said the same thing, how excited I was to be a Ticat and to make a run for one.
You've been through this process before in your career. You've played for several teams. Does it get any easier going through free agency and deciding where you're going to go?
It doesn't get easier, I'd say, but mentally it's easier because you've seen it, you've done it, and you've been through it. So when, things are taking, days, it seems like weeks have gone by. You just know how to be patient and kind of slow it down, and things usually work themselves out if you are patient.
Yeah, it's one of those processes. That's kind of how every guy describes it. You understand now that you're a veteran what you're going to be going through, but it can't be easy. You are from Aurora. Where do you live currently? Where's your home base?
I live very close to Aurora. I live in the town just north of it in Newmarket. So that's
okay.
Where now I got my got a house here, so things are good, and it's nice being very close to Hamilton as well.
Will you have a lot of friends and family now asking you for tickets now that you're playing so close to home?
Oh, it will be, yes, for sure.
For those players, for those fans who might not have been able to see you play, how would you describe your game? You're a guy who can do both offense and special teams. You can tackle, you can catch. You're a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. But how would you explain your game?
Just from the very base level, just energetic. Always going to give 100%. Just workhorse, and then. I pride myself on, blocking. I find I have some of the best, blocking film out there, and I'm very, confident in that. So I look forward to bringing that to Hamilton, a very tough, rugged player who's just going to give a ton of effort. And then obviously if the ball ends up in my hands once in a while, I can hopefully do a few things with that. But, blocking on offense, and then obviously, like you mentioned, special teams, whether it's blocking on the return teams or tackling on the tackling teams, that's something I can do as well.
Has that always been something you've prided yourself on, is being able to contribute in all those different aspects of the game?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, fullback's one of those funny positions where you're not given, like, so you're asked to do everything, right? You're asked to do the jobs of a running back at times. You're asked to do the job of a receiver at times. And then you're asked to do the job of an O-lineman at times, right? And you're doing all that stuff against the best players in their position, right? And you give up certain attributes to those. If you're blocking a D lineman, well, we're smaller. We're not O-linemen, right? You're running routes against a DB. Well, we're not as fast and athletic as them, right? So you do have a good mesh of all abilities, and that's kind of how I see it. So yeah, I do pride myself on that.
I want to talk about a moment that you had last year in Hamilton that I'm sure you'll never forget, capturing your first Grey Cup. But what did it mean to you to get that first Grey Cup and be able to celebrate, and probably with some friends and family, doing it so close to home?
Absolutely. It was an incredibly special moment. It was a culmination of all my years in the league, chasing that goal and that dream. So to finally do it was, amazing. And to do it with the guys we had, a good group. With Cody Fajardo, Coach Moss, that core group of guys we had was very special to finally kind of achieve that. And then to be close to home and have family and friends out there watching was very special, and something I'll always remember. And it's funny when you get up there in age and you've played a bunch of years. A lot of times people say, well, why aren't you should go out on top. But I truly think more in the cards, and I'm very confident in believing that selecting the right team here, and I'm happy that they have faith in me, and I'm looking forward to getting number 2.
I was at that Grey Cup, and I was in the crowd, and I kind of felt the Hamilton fans on the Montreal side. I mean, that might just be me, but did you almost feel like you got a little bit of that experience of having the home crowd in Hamilton behind you? Because that's what I felt when I was there. I know there was a lot of Bombers fans, but I felt that Montreal presence.
There were a lot of Bombers fans. Bomber fans are great, and they travel, and they do really well for their team. But I did feel like that. I don't know if it was just the league itself or the Hamilton fans that were tired of Winnipeg's reign of dominance, and that maybe helped give us a little boost. I don't know, but it was incredible to hear the crowd reacted at times of the game when momentum was swinging and stuff like that. So it was awesome.
Well, we'll get away from the Montreal talk, but obviously a big accomplishment for you on special teams. You like I said, you do a little bit of everything. Paul Boudreau will be the special teams coordinator. Is that a guy you've had experience with in the past, or what do you know about Paul heading into this season?
Coach Boo, we had experience back in 2016. I played with him in Winnipeg. Yeah. So, that's where I got to know him and learn his systems and everything he was about. And we have a fairly good relationship. And he reached out to me shortly after signing and just congratulated me, said, kind of, just tip of the iceberg stuff, what we were looking to do and accomplish, and how we were both just extremely excited to be back working together and to get this thing going.
I got the chance to talk with him a week ago. I think majority of our conversation ended up being about golf, but I got the chance to meet Coach Boudreau. I want to talk about your off season and the training. What are you doing during the off season to get prepared for this season, especially as you're a veteran in this league? You've gone through lots of off seasons. Does it kind of change throughout the years how you approach it?
A little bit. I mean, throughout my career, I was probably in the early stages very, very gung-ho in terms of training, like ridiculous amounts and stuff. So I've kind of found a perfect medium where I have my training days, I have my nights, I have my mornings, but I also do a little bit of work in the off season, right? So I have a good mixture of my training to work to home life. But I found a comfortable area that seems to be working for me these last few years.
And aside from the football talk, what are you like off the field? What are you doing for fun? What are you doing with the family when you're not thinking about football?
Well, I mean, if it's just me having fun, I'll go fishing or something
Okay.
and just kick it. But I hang out with my girlfriend, my dog. We got our house here, so we're busy, renovating, doing, fun
Yeah.
things like that around the house. But if we're gonna have some fun, I like to play ping pong.
Okay.
We do a little pickleball, that kind of stuff, just to keep active and some competitiveness going. But yeah, that's about it.
There's definitely a competitive ping pong culture in Hamilton. So when
Love
it
it.
comes
I
when
love
it
it.
comes to that team, it's they love their ping pong. I think it might be the sport they're probably second best at is ping pong. I
Okay.
want one last question before we go here, James. But what are your goals next season heading into training camp?
Well, my goals going in for sure right off the bat is just to, meet everyone, get into that locker room and be a part of that locker room, whether it's a vocal leader or someone who leads by, on the field actions,
Mm-hmm.
and, just build a culture that, Coach Milanovich is wanting to build, help assist in that in any way I can. And then obviously have some on-field success as a team and playoffs and, to go as far as we possibly can go. I always prioritize my personal success second to the team's success, because I always find I'll have success if the team has success anyways. So
For sure.
that's how I look at it.
Well, James, I'll leave it at that, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person at Tim Hortons
Absolutely.
Field. Great catching up with you, man, and welcome to the Hamilton Tiger Cats, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for this.
That was James Tuck. Nic Cross is a guy who's entering his fourth season in the CFL. He was a first-round pick back in 2021, and he spoke to me about recovering from an injury and getting back to work in the Hammer for 2024. All right, joining me now is Nic Cross. Nick, congrats on re-signing in Hamilton. It's a place you've been your entire career. Why was it important for you to keep it that way and stay in Hamilton?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, first and foremost. Yeah, it was important to me because, you build like a repertoire with everyone around the organization. And so, it's just picking up where we left off kind of thing. And yeah, just excited to be back with everybody.
This being your first time going through this process, how was that for you to kind of have those options and be looking at a new contract and coming out of that rookie deal?
Yeah, it's an exciting time. It's different from being in a rookie contract. You kind of get to see what that part of the professional career is like. But I'm just grateful that there's great people in the Ticats organization that were able to help kind of get to this deal. And yeah, couldn't have asked for anything better, really.
A new GM in Hamilton, Ed Hervey, how was it dealing with him through this process?
Yeah, well, Ed's been there, so it's not a completely new person. So it's good, and yeah, we have a good relationship, and yeah, it went smooth.
So I want to talk a little bit about yourself and the season you had last year. You did excellent on that special teams unit. Looking forward to next year, what are you looking to grow as a player?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to first and foremost get back healthy.
Yeah.
Dealing with injuries right now, so that's just kind of where I'm at right now. So after I'm back on the field, I can kind of get back to getting back to my standard of being what I was for the team and doing whatever I can, whatever the situation is.
Has this offseason kind of been helping you towards that rehabbing process, giving you more time to heal and do what you need to do to get that fixed up?
Yeah, 100%. The off season is definitely really beneficial for just having a lot of time to break down everything you need to work on for your body and stuff. So yeah, just having all the time in the world right now to just get back right, and yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can.
On defense, Mark Washington will be back. What's your relationship like with him and a guy who's been around the Ticats now for quite some time?
Yeah, Coach Wash is the man. He's helped me grow as a football player and as a man since I've been a rookie back in 2021. So just like I said, picking up where we left off, just knowing our playbook and stuff already. So just kind of game planning. And obviously, like I said, I'm not ready right away, but
Yeah.
I'll be a good contribution for Coach Wash and the team further down the road when the team needs it.
And then also there's going to be a new special teams coordinator, Paul Boudreaux. I wonder if you've gotten the chance to connect with him at all yet since re-signing.
Not yet, no, but definitely excited to get to work with Coach, and like he's had a lot of success in the past couple of seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So to see how he brings forth his knowledge and stuff, and to pick apart his brain and to add a couple more elements to my game is definitely something I'm excited about.
The final guy I want to talk about on this coaching staff, Scott Milanovich. He was there obviously with the offense last season. What do you think about him coming in as your head coach for 2024?
Yeah, Coach Milanovich, like him a lot. When he came in last year, I know the guys rallied around him, and he was able to put together some successful wins there for us at the end of the season. So I'm excited to just be able to contribute to his team and do whatever he needs me to do. Yeah.
There's one player I want to talk to you about that had his first season last year on the special teams. That's Carthel Flowers Floyd. Just wondering, seeing him and his growth in that first season, what you were seeing there.
Oh yeah, that's my guy, man. We grinded through last season, and it was cool to see him grow as a player too. He took the league by storm on special teams, obviously, led the league in tackles, and I was just happy to be a part of some history like that. And yeah, just want to keep growing with the guys.
During this offseason, you're doing this rehabbing. What exactly are you doing, and how are you working towards working on your body right now?
Well, right now I'm working with my physio group, Orca Performance here in Calgary, and we're just chipping away at the kind of foundational phases right now and transitioning more into higher intensity stuff as you start to reach benchmarks. And so now that I'm more on my feet, we're starting to ramp things up a little bit so everyone can bank on me being ready for the end of half of the season while we get ready for playoffs.
Sure, Ticats fans want to see you back on the field. Aside from the rehabbing and everything, which I know is probably taking up a lot, what are you doing during the offseason for fun? What does Nic Cross do in his downtime when he's not physio or working out or whatever it may be?
Yeah, well, I am introducing my second child in May, so right now I got my hands full with my kids.
Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it. Other than that, just going outside, hanging with friends and enjoy a good book, I guess.
You're in Calgary, so when you're in Calgary during the off season, is there places for you to train? I know obviously it's different when you're injured, but is there like turf for you to find? Is there ways for you to still get on a field per se?
Yeah, for sure. The groups I work with here, there's always access to whatever we need, or we make it work whenever there's snow on the ground or something. We need to go outside, go to an indoor field or whatnot. But yeah, man, just hitting up the gyms I've been training at when I've been here. And yeah.
Well, Nick, I'll leave it at that. I know you're a busy man. You got lots to do, but I appreciate you joining me. And man, I'm very happy to hear you'll be back next season here in the black and gold.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.